Hello, divine creators. Welcome to Dumela Universe. We are Velastri. Thank you so much for joining us. It's time for a tarot reading. Let us see what Spirit would like to share with us today. Beautiful beings, we have uploaded the collective weekly reading for the 17th to the 23rd of April, and we've also uploaded the new moon in Taurus reading for the 20th of April. Let us see what's coming through at this time. The Four of Pentacles at the center of the read. The Page of Cups within. The Four of Wands without. We've got double four on the floor. Four is all about stability. Foundation, a solid foundation, a solid base, foundation grounding. Below, we have the Eight of Wands. That's beautiful. And above, we have the Fool. So divine changes, which are new, for new beginnings and new energies. Okay, really, really powerful. And look at this. Below, we have the Ace of Coins. After the Five of Coins energy. So definitely a restoration of energies coming through. Overall energy, the Ace of Coins, the Ace of Pentacles. It is time for new physical manifestations, new physical beginnings. And what we're receiving is that Source is asking you to make space for the new by really releasing the past, releasing the old, releasing what you're used to. In order for this new energy to truly anchor in, to manifest, you need to really clear that canvas. Okay, you can imagine you have a blank canvas, and this canvas, when you were born, was painted with illusion and conditioning and programming, and that was the basis of this portrait. And throughout your life, you have been releasing and clearing all the paint you don't like, reshaping it into liked frequencies, and also keeping that which you liked, that which assisted you. And now you're asked to do the powerful task of completely whitewashing the whole canvas again, leaving it to be blank. Because even those paint designs you enjoyed that you kept on were still part of the conditioning. They were there because of the conditioning, of the programming. Even though there were things you enjoyed, even though there were ways of being you enjoyed expressing, even though there were ways of comfort, even though there were ways which served you, they were still born of conditioning. You weren't born with a blank canvas and then you, out of your own volition, created this from Source. The painting, no. The painting was already there for you, and you just simply had to absorb it and live it. And in the absorbing and the living of that painting, you released what didn't serve you and you kept what did. And that was your comfort, that was your love, that was your gifts, your abilities, that was your desires, that was your dreams. And Source is saying, release that, for that also doesn't serve you. It is time for you to have a blank canvas when it comes to this physical reality. Allow the physical to be as fluid, as limitless as spirit. When you close your eyes in meditation, infinite abundance. You don't decide how Source looks like. You don't decide where Source comes from. You allow yourself to connect to all energies wherever they are. It is fluid. Allow yourself the same frequency when you open your eyes in the physical. Allow the physical to be as fluid. Blank canvas. Source is saying it's time for now a new painting to be born of Source. New physical manifestations. However, these new physical manifestations require a blank canvas, because should you already have something there, it's limited, it restricts it from coming through, because now those new manifestations have to come through what's already there, through condition, through a way where they have to fit in to the painting that's already there. Thus, they can't really come fully realized. They have to adjust themselves to fit in, so they don't really come through, because these new experiences, they're born of authenticity. All or nothing, all or nothing. Source is all or nothing. Source is 100%. Source is 99.9999% present. Source is 100% present. So these divine changes are coming from that space of completely all or nothing, all source, zero illusion. It is not an easy task, for it requires you to really clear your mind. And this is where you are coming to. This is what you are healing at this time, to allow these new manifestations. And Source is saying, trust, there are new manifestations coming in. So it is something that's organically happening. So wherever you are in your life, you are experiencing perhaps some old thoughts or ways of thinking which don't serve you, and you're seeing it more clearly at this time. Thoughts that are coming in like, why am I thinking this? Why am I here? I've already dealt with this. What's going on? And it's simply Source saying, no, this is still on your painting. Release. This is still there. Release. All the subconscious, unknown energies coming to the surface of your consciousness for you to release at this time. Because these new frequencies are powerful. Their influence is stronger than any illusion. So they're literally pushing everything out. They're making way on this. They're manifesting, ready or not. So they're pushing out all the restrictions for you to take note of, for you to release. So be aware of that at this time. We see it here at the central reading card. Four of Pentacles, a grounding. There's a grounding, an earthing, a stability you're coming into with regards to Source energy in the physical, the Pentacles in the physical realm. It's time for you to be grounded and secure in the physical through Source. Grounded emotional body, mental body, spiritual body, and physical body. Grounded in your being, full and whole. The Four of Pentacles speaks of you not holding back, of you standing out, of you being full. You're not miserly keeping things out of fear of losing things, and not overly people-pleasing. You're completely centered and balanced, grounded within Source, doing that which you are inspired to do, saying no should you be not feeling the energy, should they not resonate with you. You're really being firm and secure within Source, and that is the beautiful transformation happening at this time with all of you. Within we have the Page of Cups, without we have the Four of Wands. Source is saying, you see, it's time for new emotional experiences. We're bringing new energies to you. We're bringing new energies. So how you feel towards things is also new. Which is why that canvas, you're asked for it to be blank. So that that which you used to love is no longer distracting you. That which used to bring you joy no longer distracts you. So that you can just simply be in the state of ease and calm and bliss and just this presence. And many of you are feeling this energy, maybe thinking, oh, am I being cold? Because I can now say no to people I used to love. I can now set healthy boundaries. Maybe they're actually saying I'm maybe cold-hearted. No, it's not that. You're no longer letting the emotions take over you. You're no longer letting those emotions manipulate you. You're free of the emotional, conditioned emotions, of the emotional manipulation, of the emotional games. You're free of them. That doesn't entertain you anymore. The drama, you're not interested. Energies that don't resonate, you're not interested. You're completely in that space of zen, stillness, neutrality. In that space, that blank canvas. New things now will manifest through Source, which will, yes, bring you a sense of joy. Yes, bring you a sense of happiness. Yes, bring you a sense of love. Yes, bring you a sense of excitement. Don't worry, you're not becoming this cold, unfeeling being. You're simply allowing the emotions to honor Source. Everything being grounded, including the emotional body, within Source. So it's time for you to now experience new ways, new opportunities. Your soul within, your spirit self is saying, hey, it's time for new experiences from the shadow, from the unknown. It's time for new joys, new happinesses, new excitements, new passions, new loves, new thrill, new inspiration. You are now becoming finally aligned with your inner child awakening. That innocence, be innocent, be open, be curious, observe and be curious. Allow the new energies in. And here we go, in the physical, the Four of Wands, a solid foundation. This is you feeling balanced, feeling fair energies coming through, whether it's in relationships, whether it's in new contracts, opportunities, proposals, experiences, environments, situations, whatever it might be, family, career, whatever it might be. Fair, balanced, happy celebration. And very much in the service of you. Meaning that now the engagements you're doing, the interactions you're having, the experiences you're co-creating in are for you, not against you. They add to you. They don't deplete you. They serve you, tend to you, love you, nourish you. They don't tear you apart. They don't weaken you. They don't ask you to dim your light. They are balanced for you and for all involved in the frequencies, in the energies. So it's a beautiful experience where now you're finally engaging with beings who have done the work. They have done the work. So they offer you, whatever they're offering you is balanced. For they know their value and their worth, and they operate from there. Thus they have the ability to appreciate and be aware of your value and your worth. Only when you are aware of your own worth, your own value, your own love, will you have the capacity to experience it or to be aware of it in others. You need to do the work in order for you to be there. You need to do the healing in order for you to heal. And you have done it beautifully. Allow yourself that openness to now receive those who have also done it, because then you can be at ease. Then you can be a celebration. Then you don't have to keep looking over your shoulder, thinking something's gonna, the rug's gonna be pulled under your foot, thinking somebody is deceptive. You can just trust, knowing, I am safe. We are safe in this space. All that I attract, all that I create is love. No matter what shape and form and way it presents itself is love. I can trust this energy because I am so centered within Source, so grounded within Source, whole within who I am, understanding my value, understanding my worth, that should something not be aligned, I will feel it. Should something not be of Source, I will feel it. Should something be the creation of fear, anxiety, I will feel it. Which is why right now you can feel very acutely when something is off. Honor that feeling, because you're so embedded within Source now that anything that deceives you into the absence of Source, you are very much sensitive to. It's a gift. It is not you being cold-hearted. It is not you being distant and being weird or thinking you're arrogant or snobbish or thinking you're better than people. No, you are finally discerning of the energies and the frequencies that serve you. Thus you are remaining there in that openness, in that innocence, in that newness, in that wholeness, in that grounding within Source, allowing for these beautiful new opportunities which are now ready to come, because Source is saying, yes, 44. That makes that 8 infinity. It's time for energies within to be honored without. It's time for you to be honored in the physical realm as you deserve, as you are worthy of, within the love of you. It's been a long journey. You've been waiting for this. You've been waiting for this. You've been waiting for these beautiful manifestations. You've been waiting for these opportunities. You know you deserve them. You know that you've done the work. Allow them now. Allow them by not reacting to what's coming through, but observing it and, okay, so that's still a thing, release. Oh, that's still a thing, okay, release. Oh, that's, okay, fascinating, release. Why is it still a thing? Why Source? Release, release, release. Show me Source. Whenever I have a thought that keeps coming, an intrusive thought, or a situation that comes back, and we have, when we're quite certain that we have concluded it or we have released it, but it still comes back, a certain person who have released it keep coming back in memory or dreams or whatever, we simply ask Source, okay, so show us exactly why this being is still around and what we need to do to heal it or to release it, because clearly we think we're done, but if it's coming through like this, there's obviously some tendril, some element which we're not seeing. Show it to us completely, bluntly, hardcore. Let us see it. Boom. Let it stare us in the face so we can't miss it. And before you know it, boom, like, oh, okay, I see how I'm still doing that, still enabling that. Okay, thank you, Source. Thank you for showing us. Release. Thank you for showing me. Release. Okay. Because here we are. Below. Beautiful. Below, of course, being in the root, in the ground, in the physical, in your root chakra, in your stability, in the physical, in the earth realm. Below, above, the crown, the mind, the ethereal, the third eye. So spirit realm. So look, Below, changes with the Eight of Wands. Changes, communication, shifts, transmutation, transformation. Eight of Wands, 8 again, infinity. Things now aligning to you. How? Crowning within new energies. It is time for what you've been wanting to manifest in a new way, to take a new shape, to take a new form. So release the how, release the why, release the path you are on, and allow yourself to be shown a new path which aligns to you. Allow yourself to be shown a new way, a new emotion, a new experience, a new manifestation, a new you, a whole new you, who is now grounded within source, stable within the truth of you. Now finally, a transformation, the butterfly version of you, living in this physical experience. Thus all things are now aligning to this butterfly version of you, to the truth of you, to the clarity of you. And we love how in this reading we have sort of been in the shadow of these cards, just how we've placed the lighting. We are used to just being this dynamic, but we can see how we place the camera today. It's casting the shadow over us, and every time it's coming into the light, and that's another synchronicity, from the unknown into the known, from spirit into the physical, anew. It is really the repetitive message coming through at this time very strongly as we shift into the Taurus energy. So beautiful beings, be open to beautiful, powerful, new manifestations. New, brand new, physical manifestations aligning to you, new ways of being, new experiences of joy, new experiences of excitement, a whole new you. You are reborn. You simply did not choose to be reborn as a new literal baby with a new family, receiving the conditioning again. You said, no, we said you're not interested in having that clearing of conditioning again. We are now being reborn right now in this form where we are right now, in this adult form, teenage form, whatever form you're in. This is where we are now. Awakening fully, resetting a whole new timeline. And what's asked of you feels impossible. The memories, the ways, the expressions, who you were is not of this time, is not of this lifetime, is not of this timeline. All of that is to be released. For you are now a butterfly. You're no longer a caterpillar. That is a whole different life experience. We honor it. We do not disregard it. We're not throwing it away. You're simply honoring your transformation process. You have ascended to a whole new way of being. Honor this new way of being. Childlike innocence, new eyes, new ways, new experiences. Be open to the new that is coming from the spirit to the physical. Blessed.